that, Mr. Man. But I didn't cheer. I stood right up and started shouting, "This isn't what happened last week! Have you all got amnesia? They just cheated us! This isn't fair! He didn't get out of the cock-a-doodie car!"
Good morning, Mr. Dean. And we're scheduled today for a K3 conference. Mr. Dean, I know you've contacted my chambers quite a bit. Okay, let me be abundantly clear. I will not tolerate you constantly contacting my judicial assistant via email and phone calls. Numerous phone calls, numerous emails in one day. We have over 1,000 files in this division, in Broward, and your behavior is not going to continue in that fashion. Furthermore, I'm familiar with the posting regarding Judge Master Regal. You are not to post anything about me during the pendency of this case. You're not to reach out to me. Do you understand?
I would like to ask you why this morning
No, you're not going to ask me questions, Mr.
I haven't even spoken yet, Your Honor.
You need to respond to my question. Do you understand what I explained to you, that you will not post anything about the pendency of of the litigation in this case, and you will not reach out to me as well? Do you understand?
I understand what you're saying. Correct. I comprehend what you're saying.
So that is a direct order, sir. You reached out directly to Judge Master Regal through social media.
No, I deny that allegation, and if you would like to have a hearing about it, we can do so.
All right, we don't need a hearing about it, but you will not reach out.
Well, what you're doing is you're bringing hearsay into the court this morning, and what I've done is I prepared a statement to read to the court this morning.
You're not reading a statement this morning, Mr. Dean. What's your position on whether it should be on Zoom or in person?
This case is nowhere close to being ready for a final hearing. I have at least a half dozen motions outstanding. Namely, the court needs to. If I may finish making my record, please.
This is going to run a lot smoother if you listen to my questions and answer my questions rather than just going on saying what you'd like to say. So the motion for psychological evaluation and any other motions, what is your position on whether they ought to be on Zoom or in person?
They ought to be in person.
I have no problem with them being in person. If he's objecting to Zoom, we're going to do it in person. Just so that, again, we're clear, Mr. Dean, I know there was an issue regarding videotaping at a prior hearing. You're not allowed to videotape these proceedings. You can hire a court reporter if you'd like. That is the way to document what transpired in court. But you are not authorized to audio record these proceedings or video record the proceedings. Do you understand?
This feels like you're ambushing me here this morning. All I hear is, do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand? And you're asking the other counselor, hey, what would you like to do? We'll do anything you want. And you're admonishing me, and you won't let me speak. And I don't even know who you are. We've never met before. Is there a reason you're speaking to me this way when I've never seen you before?
So do you understand what I asked you, sir?
That's all you keep saying.
So I take that as you understand.
You're indeed the 7th judge on this hearing, not on this case, not the 5th judge. And if you're not willing to accept the fact that 7 judges fragments the understanding of the events and the issues at stake, it's a mistake.
Okay. So how much time do you need for the psychological evaluation, Ms. Rodriguez?
Is there a reason why we're jumping ahead with that motion when there's so many others pending before it, and that actually must, according to law, be heard before that?
Ms. Rodriguez, how much time do you need?
1 hour, Your Honor.
Okay.
So it's my understanding that you have no intentions of providing a fair and impartial case. Is that correct, Your Honor?
Maria, we're gonna propose 3
I take that non-answer as affirmation.
Maria, we're gonna pose 3 dates for the 1 hour psychological evaluation, and also set it for a status. And maybe on that day, Mr. Dean will be prepared to tell me which motions he believes need to be heard.
I thought you read the emails, and I articulated very clearly in those emails what you said.
I muted you, sir. You cannot interrupt me when I'm speaking. Maria, you're going to email them with 3 dates. If they can't agree, I will select a date, okay? And we'll have a 1-hour in-person hearing on the psychological evaluation. It'll also be set for a case management on that day, so that we can schedule the remaining hearings. Okay? All right, I have a pretty lengthy docket, so...
Respect must be mutual. You can't cut me off and then ask me not to cut you off. And I can go ahead and tell you we don't need to bother, because I'm going to be filing another motion to disqualify you, because what you've done this morning is inappropriate.
So this hearing's over. Okay, so you're excused. I'm going to move on to other hearings.
Your Honor, may the 2 hearings that the remaining case managements be canceled?
This hearing is over. Have a good day.
Scheduled a case management on January 23rd and January 30th. We had the one today since I canceled my morning.
Yes.
I don't want my client to incur the cost.
Mr. Dean, you're not going to be allowed to schedule things without my approval. Okay.